Most people are broke and lost not because they are lazy. Most people are broke and lost because nobody actually taught them, things about money. Nobody taught them the way money works. So I've read and I've watched, I've read a lot of books, like a lot of books. I've watched a bunch of videos over the course of like so many years. And even though I'm not exactly wealthy or I'm not exactly extremely rich, I feel like I have, or no, it's not like I feel like I do have some sort of knowledge and insight I would love to share. We all want financial freedom. We all feel like we deserve financial freedom. Some people might even ask, what is financial freedom? I'll get to that later. But, one thing I've learned is financial freedom isn't about luck. It's about habits that are stacked daily. I kept on saying something last year. I said simple daily discipline. So it's about habits stuck daily over and over and over again over the course of a very long period of time. You understand? There's this saying. Somebody told me this once. It was like, if you can't afford to buy something multiple times, then you cannot afford it. Or if you can't buy something multiple times, not just once, you can't buy something, that same thing in particular, maybe 3 or 4 times in that instant, then you cannot afford it. Let me bring your mind to something a little bit deep over here. Think about this. Let's say you've saved up to buy, whatever it is, maybe a phone. You understand? You saved up to buy a phone. And then you've gotten the money to buy that phone. At that point, put it at the back of your mind that you cannot afford it until you have enough money to buy that same phone at least 3 or 4 times. Do not buy it. So exactly, yes, just do not buy it. That is the whole point of, if you can't buy something multiple times, you cannot afford it. One big truth about money is money isn't about how much you make. Money is more about how much you are able to keep. Okay, so yes, this is what I'm saying. Sounds a little bit, most people would say this sounds a little bit, too much, or it sounds a little bit on the negative side, but that's just the truth. You understand? You realize that most people stay broke at entry level. At entry level, when I say entry level, it's basically like entry level is like the beginning of something, right? They stay broke at entry level. So even if they have money, they still don't have money. Like somebody can be making about $100,000 and still by the end of the month his money is literally gone, depleted. So that's this person staying broke at, entry level. That's what I'm talking about. So most people stay broke at entry level, and all of this stems from the fact that they literally increase their lifestyle while their income is increasing. I've said this once and I'm gonna say it again. Stay small enough long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. So basically all you have to do is make sure you keep everything at a minimum. Keep everything low for a very long time until that money is being able to, compound and combine to give you something great. You understand? I said in the start that money isn't about how much you are making, but how much you are able to keep. But let's just get one thing clear. A penny saved is still a fucking penny. You understand? So honestly, this whole thing, this video is going to be around the title of, around the ages of, 13 or 15 to 25, around those ages, yes. So all I want to really tell you is that, your early years, your early teenage years, your early 20s is for, grinding and focusing, not for flexing. So this is where the whole entry level thing also comes from. Maybe you're making about 5,000 a month, and most people will feel like, okay, that is not a lot of money, but that is like a reasonable amount of money, especially if you're young. You understand? Obviously, it's not enough. Like plain and simple and plain, it's not too much or it's not enough. But then it is something that is gonna help you. Like this is something, this little thing that you are saying is not enough. You're literally gonna be able to use this to do a lot if you know how to spend wisely. So you will need to learn to separate your wants and your needs from your impulses. Yes, I said wants and needs because we obviously have wants and we have things that we definitely need. So a want is probably something that you'd like to have. You know what I'm saying? You'd actually just like to have it. It's not something that is like a basic necessity for life. You know what I'm saying? And needs are something that you must have. Like you need to have these things because these are things that are going to help you to function throughout your day or throughout your lifetime. But your impulses, though, these are where the problem stems. Most of us feel like our impulses are actually wants. And this is where, this is one thing that's literally fucking up our generation. So, the best thing you can do right now is if you want something in a moment, right? Wait at least a week or two And if you still want it by then, it's not an impulse. It means it's something you want. You understand? I'm not going to say something you need. I'm saying it's something you want. So this is the difference between a want and an impulse. But if it's something that you want today, maybe today I feel like having ice cream. You know what I'm saying? By tomorrow, I'm not gonna feel like having ice cream. And if it's not something that I done to deserve it, or it's something that I need to have, I'm not gonna have it. That's an impulse. You get what I'm saying? Yes. I hope that's making it like extremely clear. That's as clear as I can get, honestly, concerning this. Your income grows when you do, and your financial feeling is always gonna match your skill set. Bro, this is deep because think about it. Are you thinking about it? Now, let me explain myself a little bit. Your financial ceiling is always going to match your skill set in the sense that whatever it is you are able to do, whatever it is you are able to achieve, whatever it is you're going to learn, whatever value you are able to literally add or include into your life is literally what is going to determine how much money you're going to be making. The kind of value I'm going to be able to present to you guys. Let me use this as an example. If you feel like I'm providing a lot of value to you personally, and then a lot of people also feel like I'm providing them with a lot of value. Let's say my YouTube channel blows instantly, just like that. And so many people literally hop on YouTube just to watch my videos. At that point, my financial status is literally going to increase. Right now, I do not have enough exposure to actually, boost my financial ceiling. Yes, let me say my financial ceiling right now because I'm not having enough exposure, or because probably I'm not providing enough people with enough value. So at this point, I am at a low state. You know what I'm saying? But if I was able to literally up that intake, provide enough value that so many people are able to finally recognize what it is I'm doing, at that point, my financial status and my financial, ceiling is literally gonna skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So basically, all I'm saying is whatever you're able to provide for somebody, whatever insight, whatever form of knowledge, whatever it is, bro, whatever it truly is, that is what is literally gonna literally determine how much money you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And I said your income grows as you grow. So if you're able to grow yourself, able to nurture yourself, able to get like put some sort of value, add some sort of value to yourself, bro, your income is definitely gonna grow. So the same example I use, bro. If I'm literally able to provide more value, by providing value to you guys, I need to literally fill myself up with more value. I need to be able to, say things that make people relate, say things that are more relatable. I need to be able to present myself in a more relatable fashion. And once I'm able to do that, bro, that's it. Quickly, that's it.